Hello, it's Dr. Bruce-Rae with video 13, Ad Swaps and Swipes, in the video series So You Want to Build a List. I'm going to give you all the lowdown on how to do ad swaps with strangers. I'll also be spending some time on swipes and examples of what to do and what not to do. They're all things that I've learned over the year that I've been in the business of list building, and I hope that you gain some benefit. When your list size is between 0 and 1,000, your sources of traffic are going to be selected from free traffic. You can use forums where you post high quality questions in and then put a link back onto your squeeze page. You can also rely on search engine optimization, which is a whole subject in itself. This is where you get free traffic because your page is rated in the search engines. One of the problems with squeeze pages is that Google doesn't like them at all, and it's almost impossible to rate a squeeze page on Google. Article marketing, where you write articles, post them with a link back to your squeeze page. The second avenue is paid. If you have some money to spend, then you can build your list very quickly using the following sources. Pay-per-click, very expensive. If you don't know what you're doing, you can spend a lot of money in a very short space of time. I know because I've been experienced in pay-per-click. I've run many campaigns for clients in AdWords, and it's very expensive. I'm investigating a new avenue of lower cost, highly targeted clicks, which I'll reveal to you at some stage. Then, of course, there's solo ads, where you pay someone to send your advert out to their list, and they send you an appropriate number of clicks. You can pay anything from 25 cents a click up to $1 a click. I will tell you more about solo ads and where to find them. If you look into the area on my website called resources, you will find some pointers to solo ads and what to do and how to find the best. One that I use is safeswaps.com, and if you go into the resources section, there's a link to SafeSwaps from there. SafeSwaps offer solo ads, and you have the safety of working within a secure environment. They monitor things quite carefully, and my recommendation is that you go into the resources section on my website and sign up for SafeSwaps. You can also get solo ads through the Warrior Forum. So the next section is, what are swipes? Well, a swipe is a short, quite hypey document which is intended to get a person to click on your link. You should never be dishonest. Swipes focus on the high end of the results that could be obtained. Right, let's have a look at how do you construct a swipe and what to look out for and what not to do. The swipe has a well-defined format. The subject line, most important. If you can possibly include the word free and a number, a value, figure, lose £10 a week or earn $1,000 a month, then there's a greeting and your content. Warning about the content: don't ever tell them about the product. You tell them what it does not involve, and use bullet points. The aim of the content is to sell the sizzle of what your product is all about, and not to give them all the details so that they can make their decision on the swipe and not even click on your link. You want to sell the sizzle so that they do actually click on your link. Then your first link appears. Then you give another benefit, and then another link, and then a greeting. My advice to you in your greeting is to start branding yourself. Always use the same name so that people get used to receiving emails from you and they come to trust you. It's all about building this relationship with the people that subscribe to your list. So, for example, if you look at my swipes, you'll see that they're all from Dr. Bruce. Right, let's talk a bit about the content. At most, there should only be 1 or 2 lines and a bullet list of very strong benefits. And those bullet points should always tell your prospect what this is not about. So the swipe has well-defined format, as I've shown you. Okay, this greeting has curly brackets around the word recipient. Each autoresponder has code that you have to put in that space. Some of them have curly brackets, some of them have square brackets. You just need to find out what your autoresponder uses and then use those. And what the autoresponder does is that it goes to your list and it puts in the recipients either their first name, their whole name, their last name, whatever you want. So, when you get to the point of the link, you can either use exposed links or hyperlink bits in your text. I've used both, and I showed in the previous video that hyperlinking produces more clicks than exposed links. The final benefit could be something as simple as, and did I mention it's free? And then your second link, I didn't mention that you need to put in a tracking code in your link so that you can monitor how many people click on each of the links. If you look in the resources section of my website, you will see there are various trackers that you can purchase. Some of them charge you on a monthly basis, others it's a one-off fee and you install it on your site. I have two. I use Genie Pro Labs and also AdTrax Gold. Now, key ideas in the structure of your swipe: never get into discussing your methods, your system, or your product. You want to sell the sizzle, as I mentioned before. Why do you not want to get into discussing method, system, and product? Well, it decreases the number of people that click on your link. If your course is about generating traffic through SEO, don't mention SEO or search engines. Only mention generating traffic. You could go a step further and only talk about making money online. Remember, don't get into any of the specifics on the swipe. Why use swipes? When you're doing an ad swap or a solo, remember that you are not emailing to your list. They don't know you. There's no relationship with you yet. They have no motivation to read your long email. Remember, when you send out a solo ad or a swap, the people you are doing ad swaps with may not have a good relationship with their list. So you need in your swipe to try and start building that relationship so that they will sign up with you and work with you. The purpose of your email that you're sending out to your swap partner or to your solo is not to educate them. It's to get them to join your list. That's your primary goal. In the subject line, you tell them about what you're offering and that it's free. If you don't have free in the subject line, it makes a huge difference. Keep the subject super focused, short, sweet, simple, and free. What about swipes for other niches? In the health niche, weight loss for example, refers specifically to an exact amount of weight lost, not potentially may be lost. It's too vague. Be specific. So you would say, my method will allow you to lose 47 pounds in 13 days. You heard me say there that 47 pounds in 13 days. Don't ever use whole numbers like 10 or 50. The subject line. There's an awesome way to lose 47 pounds in weight. Do you see it sells the sizzle? You have to have a really high quality offer to give to your subscribers. That is very important. Don't get free stuff. Go out and spend a bit of money and buy something that you would like to have yourself and then give it away. Make sure that you've got giveaway rights. You need to examine the private label rights certificate that comes with the product that you've purchased to see that it does have giveaway rights. Some of them don't. Why do you buy a quality product? It's all about trust. If they get something from you that's fantastic, they're going to start trusting you from the outset. When they first come into your site, they'll be very skeptical. But if you have good content, then you get past that skepticism very quickly. Okay, let's have a look at some swipes. Here's an example of a good swipe. You can use this as a template for your own. Here's the subject line. Notice I've used this in here. It's always good to put their name in the subject line if you can. $47 per hour, and it's free. Greeting. Then there's an awesome way to generate $30 to $50 per hour starting right away. And it does not involve affiliate marketing, MLMs, pay-per-click, or SEO, or list building. So you're telling them what it's not about. You're not giving anything away about what it is. Here's your hyperlink or your tracking link. Here's another benefit, tracking link again, and then your greeting, final greeting. This is where you brand yourself. You put your same name in there every time. Here's a sample swipe. What's wrong with it? Do you think it's good or bad? Here's the analysis. There are no numbers or money in the subject line. The URL is not mentioned again. Your link is not mentioned again. And I don't think it really grabs the reader's attention. Here's another. Right, it certainly sells the sizzle, but there are a number of flaws in it. There are no numbers or money in the subject line. This could offend people. OMG could offend some people, so don't use it. Try and stick to good, solid English. Another. What do you think about it? There are no numbers in the subject. It's fairly short, snappy, well written, but there is not a second URL or tracking link. In the previous video I showed you that you should always include 4 or so. 2's fine, and my experience has shown that tracking links work better than these exposed links. What about this one? Well, it's got some good points in the subject line. My gift to you, 9 free. 9 free. Salutation. Gives too much away about what the product is. Mentions it's free again. There's no second tracking link. I would have put several tracking links in here, probably 4 or 3. Tracking link is exposed. It would have been better to hyperlink free instant access. This swipe now has some slightly different things in it. If they know Jemima Brown, do you know Jemima Brown? I don't know her. Who's Jemima Brown? So that would raise suspicion in my mind. Because you're sending this not to people that know you, you're sending this to people that don't know you. So I wouldn't say that this subject line is good at all. It doesn't tell what it's about, and there's only one tracking link, and it's exposed. Get the full details here now. Get is a vague word. I would have used download your free copy here now, or download your free product here now, something like that. Subject line doesn't mention free, and there are no numbers. This is hyperlinked. Mentions free here, but not in the subject line. There are 2 links. They're exposed. It would have been better to hyperlink some text. Sometimes you have to rewrite the swipe several times before you get it right. Salutation. This is quite good. This creates anticipation for the next email. Subject line, numbers. Doesn't mention the word free, so I'm thinking they're going to be asking me for some money. That creates a bit of suspicion in the mind of the reader. They don't know you. Who's Josh? Is it free? Suspicion. Delete. Tells too much about it. If free traffic to your website, traffic plan. Maybe people aren't interested in traffic. Talk about money rather than the specifics of the product. Mentions that it's free kind of in a roundabout way here. Put away your credit card. But there's a slight suspicion here that it might not be free. It won't cost you a penny. What won't cost you a penny? Is it the traffic or is it the report that he's offering? This is my swipe and I've used it for a year. I haven't altered it. In the next video, I'm going to reveal how to improve your click-through rate by an astronomical amount using a simple trick. And it's purely based on curiosity. So I'll see you in the next video.